Psalm 28. To you I call, O Lord, my rock. Do not turn a deaf ear to me. For if you remain silent, I shall be like those who have gone down to the pit. Hear my cry for mercy as I call to you for help, as I lift up my hands towards your most holy place. Do not drag me away with the wicked, with those who do evil, who speak cordially with their neighbours but harbour malice in their hearts. Repay them for their deeds and for their evil work. Repay them for what their hands have done, and bring back upon them what they deserve. Since they show no regard for the works of the Lord and what his hands have done, he will tear them down and never build them up again. Praise be to the Lord, for he has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy, and I will give thanks to him in song. The Lord is the strength of his people, a fortress of salvation for his anointed one. Save your people and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd and carry them forever. David again is in trouble. How often have I said that in this series so far? I'm going to say it again quite frequently as well. And if we've learnt one thing about David's troubles, we know that he will call out to the Lord in prayer. Well, David has prayed, but God this time has not yet answered. I'm reminded that God's delays are not God's denials. And it seems as though God was teaching Israel's king a very important lesson. It wasn't that God couldn't answer. God could have answered, but chose not to. And so David had to wait for answered prayer. He was struggling. Of course, we often don't understand God's ways today, but that's the way it's meant to be. As the songwriter says, God moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform. And when God is delaying that answer to prayer, it may well be that we're not ready to receive that answer. Perhaps David wasn't either. And in verse 7, everything changes for him. Hurts turn to hallelujahs when he says, my heart trusts in him and I am helped. David's sobbing changes to singing. His prayer changes to praise. His mourning changes to dancing. And now with unbounded praise, David blesses the Lord for his deliverance. And he was not ashamed to proclaim it. So we've got unanswered prayer, unbounded praise, but there's also an undeserved blessing here. David closes by encouraging us to trust in a God who can save us. In one of his earlier psalms, David had said, God save the king. Well, of course, if God's going to do that, it also implies that he's also going to save the people. And David recognises that in this psalm. Israel is a special inheritance from God to the world today. Of course, the Bible tells us that salvation is of the Jews. And we need to pray that God will bless Israel and that he will guide and guard them like a shepherd. Just as we would pray the same for ourselves today. May God bless us. May he guide us. May he guard us like a shepherd. May they know, may we know, that no matter what happens, we're in his hands. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Amen. God bless you and have a great day.